Fellow Nigerians, today I bring excellent news for you all. No, it has nothing to do with the price of gari or rice or amala. My advisor, Bayo, told me that a section of the media I have not been able to grab or snatch is writing fake news about me because I don't speak to the press or grant interviews. Moving forward, I will speak to the country once a week. Whether I am in France or Riyadh, I will address the most critical issue of the week. In exchange, any useless reporter who writes any fake news about me will be arrested and jailed. I don't care if you are related to Soyinka or Shawore. If that doesn't work, we will send you where Babangida sent Dele Giwa. All you skit makers, if you feature me in your skit without my permission and I do not find it funny, you are gone. No police acknowledgement of what happened to you. For you, Adeola Fayahun, I won't repeat this. Stop calling me Alhaji. Stop it. I'm the Jagaban, period. But if you want to practice your karate in the female wing of Calabar prison, continue. Once we get the media to behave, my political opponents will be the next set of people my attack dogs, the DSS, EFCC, NIA, ICPC, and others will come after. So Obi, get ready to memorize more figures in Kuje prison. Atiku, you can hardly read or write, so find a hobby. You will need one in Kirikiri. For the record, insulting and humiliating the president is a punishable offense. Shogbo, that has been 90 seconds plus with the Jagaban. Until next week, God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where might is right and woe to the weak. Fellow Nigerians, greetings from China. I heard that bandits in the northwest are taking over towns, villages, and our newly acquired military hardware. Don't worry, I am in China to consult with the Chinese president on using NNPC's 3 trillion naira profit to buy more military shoulder-to-air, Shokoto-to-Nika, Juju-to-Voodoo equipment to deal with the bandits. But that is not why I'm talking to you this week. As the father of the nation, I want to have the final say on the raging issue of Igbo Amaka woman in Canada. I am happy that the Canadian authorities are dealing with her. I told the Canadian Prime Minister in clear terms that we don't tolerate such nonsense in Nigeria. For those of you showing an old video of my wife talking smack about Igbo people, can't someone play with you people again? Look here, I warn you now, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Keep my wife's name, my Oba's name, MC Olwomo's name out of your fucking mouth, Shogbo. If you don't know it now. In this part of the world, all animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. So my people, let us love one another. I know that in the past, I had reasons to say I did not believe in one Nigeria, but that was then. Today, Nigeria has given me a brand new 19-year-old presidential jet, a waterproof luxury yacht, an armored ultra-luxury Escalade, and excellent French healthcare. Life is good. Until next week, may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where might is right and woe to the weak. I am addressing you this week from my well-deserved private vacation in the UK. Today, I am happy to report that prosperity is on our doorstep. The Dangote refinery has produced its first liters of petrol. Clap for me, people. It is clear, sweet, and stainless. It is coming to a petrol filling station near you. Will it be as cheap as a sachet of pure water? I don't know yet. But as an accounting guru and minister for petroleum, I will do the mathematics and let you know the price I want to sell it. Now that we don't have to import fuel, the Naira will regain its value. My Redeemed Christian Church of God's pastor wife has professed that Nigerians will exchange 1 Naira for $1 soon. At that point, Atiku, Obi, and the little Kwankwaso will throw in the towel and endorse me for a second term as president. Shogbor, In the last few days, you must have noticed that I have fired incompetent senior government officials who Buhari's government had left over. Ignore those lying that they resigned due to witches in their kitchens or their dogs suffering from cancer. He did not ask Reuben Abati, if you cannot carry reporters along, you have failed in your #1 job as a press secretary. You cannot chop alone, not in this my government. From now on, everything will move so smoothly. The dividend of the renewed hope will fall like manna. So be ready to sing again. On your mandate, Jagaban, your mandate, we shall stand. Until next week, this has been 90 Seconds Plus with the Jagaban. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where might is right and woe to the weak. Fellow Nigerians, many of you have written. Some have called me, begging me to make Reno Omokri my new press secretary. Ide Craze? I'm sorry to disappoint you. I am rejecting Reno for that sensitive role, not because of all the nonsense things he has said about me in the past. Having worked with Femi Fani-Kayode, I know his type. The fight for daily bread determines their side at any point. I am okay with that lifestyle. We politicians are nothing but glorified buccaneers. What I cannot stand about him is the security report that said he used to beat his ex-wife. Call me anything you like, but I never raise my hands on a woman. What kind of weak man does that? I can tell you that it is worse than being a male ashawo or even a drug dealer. So please, Nigerians, stop calling or writing to me about Reno. I am desperate for favorable media coverage, but as Jeffrey Archer said, there is honor even among thieves. He should stay where he is and keep dealing with Peter Obi for us. I like it like that. That has been another episode of 90 Seconds Plus with the Jagaban. Until next week, God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where might is right and woe to the weak. Fellow Nigerians, thank you to all of you who thanked me for freeing Omoyele Sowore after my boys arrested him at Lagos Airport. I am a very nice man, but warn him not to try any nonsense on October 1st. Tell him that I am not Buhari. If Buhari showed him Shegai, I would bring down Shango on him. For those disgruntled elements in Nigeria and abroad looking for me and asking, where in the world is Bola Tinubu? I hope you saw me in Maiduguri feeding the displaced and doing my job as president. Did you see me, Rufai? What about you, stupid doctor? Damages? Are you happy now? Nonsense. I'm able like you. I was busy getting a well-deserved rest in King Charles's GRA. Then all of you restless and hopeless people won't mind your business. My plan was to go from the UK to the US for the United Nations General Assembly in New York next week. But you kept running your months on social media. And European leaders started looking at me as if my head was not correct. They said Maiduguri, my country, was underwater. And I was in London enjoying a 24-hour power supply, kebab, fish, and chips. Who paid for my trip back home? You. Next week, I will pack my things and head to the US. Who will pay for it? You. Behni. You cannot stop me. Pennywise, pound foolish, all of you. Wait and concern me. Until next week, I am the Jagaban. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where might is right and woe to the weak. My image maker, with whom I am well pleased, Bayo Onanuga, has told you all that I won't attend this year's United Nations General Assembly. I am sending my Vice President, Shetima, to represent me. But instead of you people being happy that Nigeria will save money because I won't be going, some of you suggest that I chickened out for silly reasons. First, I did not drop out to stay home and deal with the nonsense demonstration Sowore is planning for October 1st. Wait and concern me. NSAR's protests allowed me to make my alpha beta court files disappear in Lagos. End bad governance protest allowed my friend Ganduje to have his contract dollar bribe corrupt files disappear from Kano courts. You all should continue. Maybe this time Senate President Akpabio will get the opportunity to send some boys to the EFCC building to wipe his slate clean. Or Yahaya Bello may seize the opportunity. I won't lie. The US President Joe Biden did not agree to meet with me. It hurts. He only planned to meet with Paul Kagame of Rwanda and William Ruto of Kenya. Those are two African presidents they consider responsible leaders. Stupid, sleepy Joe Biden. But that is not why I am not going. We have mastered how to cover such snubs by setting up meetings on the sidelines with second-class and third-class world leaders, like the prime ministers of the Netherlands, India, and Kazakhstan. Don't worry, people. I've warned Shettima not to go in front of the UN to say to the world, restructuring my foot. Until next week, I'm the Jagaban. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where might is right, and woe to the weak. Fellow Nigerians, today, I want to tell you a truth nobody has ever told you. There is nothing my wife and children will do that some of you will not complain about. I know it. Do I care? I don't. As my VP Shettima would say, I don't give a hoot. My son, Sheyi, donated 500 million naira to the flood victims in Maiduguri. That happened days after my wife donated the same amount. Instead of thanking me, you grumble, wondering where my wife and son got so much money. If a child of the Jagaban is 30 years old and is not a billionaire, I will do a DNA test to be sure he is really my child. What is 500 million naira? How can a 29-year-old son of Abubakar Malami, the former Attorney General of Nigeria, own billions of naira assets in Abuja and Kebbi, and my sons wouldn't be richer than him? Come on, that is not possible. The children of a snake must be long. No be so? During the campaign, my wife said she borrowed 2 million naira from Shettima's wife. Don't let that confuse you. During the campaign, my hands were shaking and my voice was trembling. No be so? They were part of the plan to confuse enemies of progress. See me now, hale and hearty. Anyway, I am planning to reshuffle my cabinet. If you want to join us as a minister, please do not contact my chief of staff to submit your CV. Don't say that I did not warn you. If you have something valuable to offer the nation, send your CV to Very Dark Man, Nigeria's #1 investigative journalist, for vetting. I know people who are hoping to see me fail as president, so they would say that the Yoruba failed. Iro, it won't happen. I am bringing new blood and instant prosperity to Nigeria. Until next time, I am the Jagaban. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, where might is right and woe to the weak.